Первый вопрос это по поводу ситуации с нарком на пресс-конференции. Удивлен, что так вот жестко отреагировал, сказал, что там улыбаешься, еще что-то. Да, да.
Brian, were you surprised at the reaction of Alex Narok on the press conference when he told you that you were smiling on the press conference?
What did he say that I was laughing? I forget.
Yes. He told you that you were smiling. He asked you, why do you smile?
He asked me if I was
Yes.
smiling. Oh, you know, he's talking to me.
Не заметил?
I don't remember why. It was just, I don't know, something probably Todd said. I don't
Он
know.
думал, что Нарок улыбается словам Тодда.
Окей. Что вообще можно сказать об этой сборной США, где нет вообще звезд и 4 студента из университета?
What's your opinion about the American national team where there's no NHL stars, only students,
Yeah.
for students from
Как удалось им
university?
побить?
How can they beat Russia?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. There were definitely some young NHL stars, but as you mentioned, not experienced veterans, 4 collegians, a couple guys that are playing internationally. It's impressive that they came together this quickly, considering, obviously, the NHL season ending for some of these. And it's interesting, I think, on Team Russia, 7 players from St. Petersburg that obviously know each other very well. So it's interesting, yeah. I mean, they've had a hell of a tournament so far, but a long way to go. You know, as we know in these tournaments, you know, Belarus and even Slovenia playing a great game with Andrzej Kopitar there against Russia the other day. You can't count anything. I mean, it's just a start, but I think it's a very good start. And a couple of young goaltenders, and I think they've exceeded expectations already.
Вратарь вообще из Лиги Восточного побережья. То есть удивительно, что он вообще его поставил на матче. Как он победу одержал? Человек один матч он в Хелсе лишь провел.
What's your opinion about the goalie that played today? Because he's from the East Coast League and he had only one game in NHL.
Yeah, Jack was obviously excited to get the start today. Coach said the decision was no more than giving someone else an opportunity. You know, it's a short tournament here, and obviously Connor played amazing in the first 2 games. I think stopping 51 of 53 shots. So, you know, maybe at first it seemed like a little bit of a surprise. But you think about a tournament like this, I mean, obviously it's very important. But I think at the same time, since there's only, you know, 7 preliminary round games, you know, I think coaches want to play more players in this type of situation. And that's what Coach Richard said. He just wanted to give him an opportunity. He actually has a lot of international experience at the junior and under 18 level. I think he's won 3 gold medals and 4 medals in World Juniors and World Under 18. So, you know, he's no stranger to the international stage. So I don't think it was a big risk. But you know, it was an interesting decision, and obviously it paid off.
Как ему показались звезды НХЛ после тяжелого сезона? Бобровский, Тарасенко и Малкин.
What do you think about the game of our NHL stars after their season, after their regular season? Bobrovsky, Malkin, and Tarasenko.
What do I
And
think?
playoff.
Yeah.
Are they tired?
I don't know. You'll have to ask them. Yeah, I mean, an 82 NHL season obviously is a long season, much longer than the KHL. I think, 22 games more. But a lot of players are doing it, you know. So you come over here and you represent your country. And I don't know, Malkin maybe wasn't as effective tonight, as obviously we all know he can be. But tired? No, I don't think so.
И 2 последних вопроса. Во-первых, можно сказать, что система победила наших звезд? То есть система их игры.
Do you think that today's victory, the key for today's victory, was in a system of game? That American system was better than Russian.
Russian Stars.
I don't know. I mean, it was pretty wide open end-to-end action, at least for the first period. And a couple of those Russian goals could have went in early, and it could have been a much different game. But I think the U.S. did a pretty good job at clamping down a little bit later in the game. I guess Russia didn't score until that final goal with 3 minutes left. I guess, well, no one had scored for, at that point, 20-some minutes. So, you know, I think they played a good style of a game. But, you know, again, a couple goals early by Russia, and it could have been a different story. So I think the U.S. was pretty lucky to escape that first period in that situation, keeping it, you know, having a lead going into the second, because it could have been 3-1, 4-1 Russia.
И почему это похоже на «Чудо на льду» или не похоже наоборот?
Do you think this game was similar to Miracle on Ice?
Or not?
As we all know,
Could you compare it?
No. I think it's almost, you know, a little bit of a joke now. Anytime U.S. and Russia plays, everyone likes referencing Miracle on Ice in the movie, and no, but yeah, there are some young stars on this team, but this is just a preliminary round game, so it means something, but it doesn't mean everything.
Last question is Panarin и Plotnikov, какой у них будущее в НХЛ?
What do you think about chances Panarin and Plotnikov to go to NHL?
To play in
and
NHL.
to play there?
They're going next year to play in
Yes.
because I actually live here in Europe. I don't cover the NHL back in the U.S.
Panarin already signed with Chicago, and
Okay.
Plotnikov will play in NHL.
Okay, so
Sergey?
what do I think about it?
Are they be like NHL stars or going to farm?
No, I think
IHL.
I think these days, maybe with less Russians in the NHL, I think those that do make the decision to come over are most likely, going to succeed. I think these days, maybe with different situations, more players stay in the KHL than maybe 10, 15 years ago. So I think any Russian player that goes over, not any, but I think a good amount of players that go over, when they make that decision, they make that commitment, they're motivated, they're determined. Sure, maybe there's some cultural differences, maybe there's a slight language barrier, they need to improve their English, but we're talking about fantastic hockey players, so yeah, they'll do well.
Thank you.
Yeah.